and prosperity wither beneath my gaze, forever altered. A symphony of nightmares and frost shall now grip the land. Yet, from this chilling cradle of despair, a new life stirs, and with each cycle, it awakens anew. Perish. Wither away. Beg for oblivion. Spring has been defeated.
What's up, everyone? New hero after a long wait, a Shadow Arc fighter, Morana, the Winter Nightmare. Let's begin. Her ultimate, Freezing Nightmare, is normally a passive skill that increases her auto attack range and debuffs the enemies within it with a branded soul stack every second and attack speed reduction. Only the attack speed reduction is removed if an enemy leaves the range. I'll go over the branded soul debuff in a moment. Using her ultimate is what makes Morana's range larger and adds an energy loss debuff to a random enemy. Morana has 2 active and 1 passive skill. Her first active is Soul Tremor, which consumes the branded soul debuff stacks to increase damage per stack. Otherwise, she just deals damage to 1 random enemy. From testing, Morana's auto attack gains 75 energy and Soul Tremor gains 180. Morana's second active skill is Life Barrier on the website, but the in-game name is Life Obstruction. It is an AoE damage skill that adds a branded soul stack to each enemy hit, as well as reducing their received healing temporarily. Life Obstruction gains 220 energy. Morana's passive skill is Ruthless Embers on the website, but the in-game name is Ashen Heart. This is a unique skill because it gives her immunity to the Fear effect. When an enemy uses a control skill on her, Morana has a chance to inflict fear on the enemy, temporarily receive damage reduction, and add 2 stacks of branded soul. If the enemy's control skill includes fear, meaning Oda Nobunaga or Kamaza's, the proc chance is higher. The wording says fear, while Oda and Kamaza's skill descriptions say frighten, but I think they mean the same thing. Morana's IW Soul Reaper focuses on high critical hits. At IW 600, she has Bahu 126, Anka 138, Genbu 102, Drago 126, and Chimera 108. Chimera's attribute is accuracy, so that suggests an offensive build for her. Morana's IW skills enhance Soul Tremor and Ashen Heart, while granting her defensive buffs. IW 100 gives Morana a Devoured Soul stack for every branded soul she harvests, and each Devoured Soul gives 5% damage increase for up to 20 stacks. The wording says 2.5% for 40 stacks, but the developers have said that the wording is wrong. She can potentially double her damage within a battle. IW 200 reduces nearby enemy attack. IW 300 increases the 5% damage increase from IW 100 to 8%, making a max of 160% increase. IW 400 extends Morana's Ashen Heart Fear effect to enemies that use control skills on her allies. IW 500 greatly increases her control resistance, which will help with control effects besides fear, which she is immune to. IW 600 can potentially add 20% more chance to inflict fear from Ashen Heart while adding other negative effects from it. Morana has a larger auto attack range and therefore should equip artifacts and runes that take advantage of that. Axe of Pengu and lightning runes are ideal for her damage output. However, one can also equip forest runes to further increase her controlled resistance granted from IW 500. Morana has a great divinity skill set, and for some reason she has a tier 2 skill, Maestro, in the tier 1 skill position. For 2 nodes, pick Maestro. For 3 nodes, pick Aurora and Maestro. For 4 nodes, pick Maestro and Formational Trance. For 5 nodes, pick Formational Trance and Spotlight. For 6 nodes, pick Spotlight and Panacea. For 7 nodes, pick Aurora, Spotlight, and Panacea. Morana should perform well in PvE team battles since she can hit and inflict fear to multiple enemies. However, she wouldn't be ideal for bosses since they are only one target and immune to control effects. Morana has a main Asterial Divinity tree and can manage multiple enemies, so she should perform well as a solo path hero in Crusade. Morana, based on the analysis so far, looks to be impactful for PvP. Since control skills are in abundance, having a hero that can trade an incoming control effect for fear provides a great counter to many heroes, especially Oda and Camazaz. However, Morana pairs well with Camazaz since Camazaz deals higher damage to frightened enemies. In summary, Morana is an SSR Shadow Arc fighter hero that specializes in counter control skill and multi-hit auto attacks within her Freezing Nightmare. Her strengths are effective counter to control skills, great divinity skills, and suitability for both PvE and PvP. Her weaknesses are her lack of protection from ranged heroes outside of Freezing Nightmare's range, and her ineffectiveness against bosses. Thanks for listening.